Hello and welcome to Junior Achievement's virtual speaker series. Today we're going to talk about careers in government, and I have the pleasure of being joined today by Desorae Giles-Smith, who is the City Manager with the City of Lauderhill. Desorae, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to speak to Junior Achievement.
What does a City Manager do?
Oh, great. Well, I work for the City of Lauderhill. Our city is about 70,000 people. The city manager is appointed by the city commission. So we have a mayor and 4 other commissioners. I serve at, they actually are the people who hired me. I serve as the chief administrative officer for the city. I handle the day-to-day operations of the city. We have about 10 departments. It's police, fire, utilities, public works, human resources, city clerk's office, administration, human planning and zoning, parks and leisure services, and IT. I was trying to make sure I named them all. So what we do is running the city takes a responsibility of dealing with all of those departments. It's also, we implement the financial plan. We present a budget and eventually it becomes the commission's budget based on the changes that they make to the city manager's budget. Our budget this year is approximately $189 million. We use that to provide services from water to police and fire. We're a full service city. We also, provide city clerk services. We provide just a myriad of services for our residents that make us the city of Lauderhill. We also, as a city manager, I enter into all contracts, hire and fire all employees, implement policies and establish them, work with the mayor and commission to provide we meet twice a month for our city commission meetings. And whenever those meetings occur, the agenda is set by the mayor and myself, basically.
So what would you say out of all those things? What is your favorite thing that you do as city manager?
I think the favorite thing that I do is working with our residents and our employees. Just going out and meeting the people who make up the city of Lauderhill, I think is one of the most rewarding things, seeing our work in action. Like we may get a call that a resident's complaining about a canal behind their home and actually going to visit the home, see the canal, talk about the problems and the issues, and then trying to resolve them. That's one of the things I look forward to doing. It reminds us that we're working for every resident that lives in the city of Lauderhill. And 2, it lets us know how our services are actually being perceived, and if we are out there addressing problems, or if we need to correct them, or if we need to provide additional education to our residents so they understand why the issue is the way it is. So that's one of my favorite things. Working with our employees to try to address those issues, I think, is one of my favorite things. It's the interpersonal relationships, the people you get to meet, and trying to make sure that when we provide our services and programs, that we actually help to improve the lives of our residents and make sure that their quality of life is at the highest standard that it could possibly be.
That's wonderful. And for our students listening, if any of them were thinking about, this particular career, what advice would you give to them?
I would tell them to study. I would also tell them get to know people, join different organizations. There are things that they could learn. I never really even knew about this field when I really finished college. It was just by happenstance that I applied for the job. It seemed like it could be something very interesting, and it really was. But if you're looking for a career in local government service, it is the government that you touch first. I mean, although we hear about the presidency and we hear about the U.S. House and the U.S. Senate, we hear about state house, state senate, all those different things. The one government that you get to touch immediately is local government. So knowing about services and programs that we provide, from knowing about, when you come in here to pay your water bill, you're touching local government, you're touching the city. So I would tell them to look at careers in things that are going to provide, like if you want to start in city government as a finance director, say, I would get a degree in finance. Although it will be a degree that's more business oriented, because we are a nonprofit in the sense that our mission is not to make profits. Our mission is to improve quality of life. So anything that we take in, we're looking to do that so that we can improve the quality of life and programs for our residents here. So I would encourage them to make sure they attend college, that they focus on a career that will allow them to learn how to solve problems, how to interact with people socially, to get a good financial background. So getting a degree in accounting or finance, or business is a plus. Learning, also we employ some of our staff are actually lawyers. So learning about the law, understanding administrative law is very important. A lot of what I deal with every day is reading contracts, implementing contracts, finding out if there are problems with contracts, and then trying to address them. So having some knowledge in that is also good. I would also encourage them to get a master's degree in policy or public administration or business administration, because those are the types of degrees that we look at when we're trying to hire someone. If you want to be a police chief, I would probably focus on criminal justice or public policy. If you want to be a fire chief, I'd probably suggest the same.
Wow.
So,
excellent.
Yeah, so those are some of the things they should look at.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing what you do.
Sure.
I'm sure this will give our students many ideas, and I really do appreciate you taking the time out to sit with us today. Thank you so much.
All right, Claire, it's been a pleasure. And I encourage all you junior achievers to make sure that you prepare yourself for the future. It's a lot of great opportunities out there, and consider public service as one of those careers.
Great. Thank you.
All righty. Bye-bye, Claire.